you can see the annotations changed to pink, indicating that they're now linked to the table. You can also see the X icon next to each config name, letting you know that they're driven by a design table. Now what if I want to go back and make some configuration changes? Doing so directly from the design table can save me both time and effort. I can edit a design table by right-clicking it in the Configuration Manager and selecting one of the edit options. You've already seen the Edit Table option, so I'll choose the Edit Table in New Window option this time to open the spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel. I'll change the bearing bore value for my selected configuration from 1.5 to 0.5. Save the change, and then close Excel. As you can see, the change is propagated to the model. Now the last thing I want to do for this example is to add these two unlinked configurations to my spreadsheet. But instead of adding them manually, I'll delete the existing design table and insert a new design table using the Auto Create option. A new table is then generated and displayed for editing just as before. I'll go ahead and reverse the modification I made earlier. Click in the graphics area to confirm the update. And then right-click the table listing to save it. Overwriting my original table. Next, let's take a look at using configurations to drive feature suppressions. I've set the 5-spoke pattern as the default configuration for this model. As you can see, this pattern not only uses a different spoke count, but uses a completely different spoke design than the 9-spoke configuration. I'll switch over to the Feature Manager to show you how this was achieved. Note how the model utilizes the same features to build the base for the rim. The features listed after the first fillet are what drive the different configurations. The first 3 make up the 5-spoke pattern, and the second 3 make up the 9-spoke pattern. Since the last 3 features would interfere with the first 3, they must remain suppressed for the model to successfully rebuild. But if I go back and toggle the 9-spoke configuration, you can see that the feature suppression states have swapped. This ability to use configurations to drive feature suppressions not only lets you build several model variations within a single part, but also lets you leverage design automation to drive input-based variations using add-ins like DriveWorks Express. You can also make appearance changes across configurations. If I check Link Display States to Configurations, I can change my 5-spoke pattern to a gold appearance, and retain the aluminum appearance for the 9-spoke pattern. So in conclusion, using configurations to drive dimension changes, model iterations, and even appearance and material changes can be much more effective than modeling and managing separate part documents.